Good morning, it's Leah Busby, Blackfish Finance, and this morning I have Adam from Prospa Property Advisory. Welcome.
Thank you, Leah.
Now, some of you guys might recognise Adam. Adam is an investment property expert, so he has helped our clients previously find an investment property that suits them across the country. But today you've got something new that you talked about in your video, which sparked my interest to come and ask you to come and speak to my first home buyers. So tell me what's happening in your world with the grants, how you're helping first home buyers, which is a bit of a new niche for you, specifically in the last couple of months. Tell me what's happening in your world.
Okay, so as I said, we're helping a lot of first home buyers get into their first home. Only for those clients who are building or buying off plan. Yep. So at the moment, the government's got $40,000 in grants available. So we've got $15,000 first home owners grant, which has been around for quite a while. Yep. We've also got the home builder grant, which came out in June. And that applies to anyone building or buying a brand new property that they intend to live in. Now, there's some really tight parameters around that though, Leah, and that's got what people are getting caught out on.
Yep.
So first of all, the builders, finding the right builder is really difficult. A lot of the mainstream larger builders are actually closing their doors to the grant.
And that's why I was really interested in your video, because that's the feedback we've had from our clients, is like the builders are saying they can't fit us in. So tell me what you're doing to help secure that for my clients.
Okay, so as part of our business, we act as a building broker. So we've got access to a number of different builders who we know will be able to meet the requirements of the grant.
Yeah.
So they have properties that they've got ready to go. When I say ready to go, they've got packages that have been approved, are ready for clients to come in and buy. So we know that these we can work with these builders, with clients that are wanting to get the grants, because some of these grants, the government's announced the grant, but there's a lot of, as you probably know, a lot of red tape about how it's being released, and it's not getting released straight away.
Yeah, that's right. And so another really interesting thing, and Adam and I have always spoken about it over the last few years, is our first home buyers that really want to stretch themselves to get into a home a bit similar to their parents, versus our first home buyers that are focused going, no, this is just my first home, so I want to hit the market. So tell me, another really interesting thing I thought in your video was how you were talking about the government basically offering you that 25 grand. So do that scenario for my tribe.
All right, so I put together a strategy, and this is about building a portfolio of properties. Obviously I come from an investment background, so that's going to be my focus. So the first, we put this first home buyer to fortune, and we put 5 steps in play for this.
Yeah.
So the first one, it's your first home, not your forever home.
Yeah.
So I know it's hard. You've grown up in a house, mum and dad have got everything in the house, and that's what you're used to living with. And I sound really old saying this, but it's your first home. So literally, the government's going to give you an extra 25 grand. So if I said to you, Leah, if you had to live somewhere which took you an extra 20 minutes to get to work and 20 minutes home every day, if I gave you 25 grand to go and live there, would you do that?
Definitely.
That's a massive free kick. So, and again, you're not going to be living in this house forever. Part of the strategy we've got with this is that it becomes your investment property. So you can live in there for 6 to 12 months, and we'll qualify that in person, just so that you actually meet the requirements of the grants. Yeah. That you live in the house, then it becomes your investment property. Everything on that property is then tax deductible if you're not living in there, and it's an investment. So interest on your repayments on your loan, council rates, any property management fees, any repairs, anything that you pay on that property can be classified as a tax deduction. Yeah. So it actually helps you pay the loan down on that property a lot quicker than what you would. So the other part of that is getting the finance right, which is what we're talking as well. Yeah. You really need to get your finance right, because it's not like you're just going to buy a home that's going to be your first home and your forever home. We need to have a broker who works on finance for investment as well as first home buyers.
And that is really important, and that's certainly something that we are focused here at Blackfish. We're looking at your big picture, so not just this home loan to get it approved right now. What are we going to do with your finance long term? So thanks for the update. Anyone, if you've got any questions at all, time is really important on this. It's not a sales pitch, it's the government's time frame. So if you are a first home buyer, you're interested to know more about what we're talking about, flag it really early with us. We can get your finance sorted out in the next few days. We'll get on Adam's list, and Adam can start talking to you straight away to secure some land, lock in some builders, and we'll go to a million miles an hour with you. No pressure with that, and just to understand it, make sure you do understand, but the time frame is tight because of the deadlines of the grant, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's, it's not a sales pitch. It really is tight. There's a limited amount of properties available still at the moment. A lot of land has been bought. A lot of people have taken up the grant, so it's really need to get in quick if you're interested.
Yeah, cool. All right. As normal, tribe, reach out. I'll pop Adam's number in the post that we're going to put up as well. Reach out to Adam, let him know that you're part of the Blackfish tribe, and we'll help you get into your new house. Or if you're an investment client of ours, Adam's still helping our investor clients. That's just a really cool niche at the moment to help our clients jump into the market. Have a good day. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Leah. Cheers.